CDMA versus GSM.
CDMA versus GSM. Both of those formats are used to carry cell phone signals. CDMA stands for Code Division Multiple Access. What that means is each phone is assigned a series of numbers and letters, a code.
Kind of like a MAC address in a way.
Right. It gives your phone a unique identifier because they put multiple phones over the same channel. Whereas if you look at, walkie-talkies, you have, 6 to 16 different channels to choose from. Well, instead, CDMA puts all those phones on the same channel. GSM is Global Systems for Mobile Communications. It does a similar thing, except it's a standard in more countries. It's a cheaper
so when you go
setup.
over to other countries, you have to have, or usually you have to have a SIM card, GSM.
Right.
So you can use the phone.
Uses SIM cards to allow the user to connect to the network, whereas CDMA, they can disable your phone because they have your access code. GSM it's not necessarily faster. I mean, it's the same speed as CDMA, but it's a bigger standard. More of the global usage uses GSM. CDMA is only responsible for 28% total of the global cell phone setup. It's like 12% of CDMA, 8%, or no, not 8, but 0.5% of CDMA1, etc. Each different version of CDMA accounts to a total of 28%, whereas GSM is 72%.
GSM is a lot more popular because
it
covers the world
all overseas.
Much. And CDMA, as in like Verizon, Verizon is a very popular CDMA, and AT&T is a very popular GSM.
Right. GSM networks and CDMA networks can connect to each other, but you cannot take a GSM phone and put it on a CDMA network.
No, you gotta have. They just won't work. That's
the
why
protocol that's built into your phone. Your phone knows how to connect to the network and send data over the network.
Just
in
like
a format it'll recognize.
You can't use any iPhone on a CDMA. You cannot use any iPhone on Verizon, but you can use iPhones on some GSMs as long as you have the SIM card for that company.
Right. The iPhone, up until the iPhone 4, they only had GSM support. They didn't know how to read CDMA networks. The iPhone 4 finally added CDMA support. It wasn't necessary, but they added it. The way it switches over is the carrier will just, tell the iPhone that it's on a CDMA network now. And it's got the code identifier to say, okay, this is who I am.